Hi everyone, welcome back. So today I wanted to do a video using all drugstore products. I have a few, like a drugstore foundation that I've been loving recently from Catrice, and just some drugstore products that I've gotten in the mail recently and seen out in the stores. And it's been a long time since I've done a full face drugstore, and to be honest with you, I have not been a good pony at filming. My kids have been home on break, and then just leading up to the holidays, it's just been busy around here, and I've been focusing my time doing some mom duties. So, you know, that always takes priority. So I haven't really been filming, but I felt really inspired. I was like, you know what? There's so much from the drugstore, and I want to do a full face drugstore because I know a ton of you guys watching really appreciate to see good looks with affordable products. So here we go. If that's something you're interested in, all these products that I'm using, I will let you know what I think about them. Some I've used before, some this is gonna be the first time. So we're just gonna do a full face look and see what we can come up with. I need to get my roots done so bad. All right, I got these two eyeshadow palettes from Maybelline. This one is the City Mini Palette Matte, and this is in High Rise Sunset. It's a bunch of warm colors, which I'm really like gravitated towards. And then we have the Skyscrape Dusk, which is a lot of like plum purples. Beautiful. I think I'm going to actually go into this really nice warm palette. I really like these Maybelline palettes. I did a bunch. I think I did a video, maybe it was my last drugstore video when these came out. No, hopefully I've been a better pony about doing drugstore. You guys, it's so hard, I think, once so many products come out. And I know, I mean, I feel it as a consumer too. It's just like, you know, so much stuff is like so expensive, and you just feel so much the influence of people talking about it and like wanting to purchase it. But you know, the reality is like, dang, like how many things can you actually have? So I mean, I do take that into consideration, but these eyeshadow palettes from Maybelline are really great quality if you are looking for you know, some affordable options. So I'm just gonna go in with this, and I'm gonna take this really pretty like yellowy mustard color, since we're gonna do, maybe I'm gonna do an all matte look using this palette. So I primed my eyes with just like a concealer, and I use and I used a setting powder, but apparently I got some of the concealer on my eye. Okay, so I'm just taking a fluffy brush. This is a MAC 286. And we're just gonna put that right there through the crease. Now this isn't as pigmented as some other yellows that I have used, but it looks like it's building nicely, and this is like a nice, what I like to call peekaboo shade. So when we layer some of these other colors, this is just kind of be that first nice transition color. Go ahead and put that through the crease. It is starting to get colder here in Texas. It's like 48 out, and so, you know, can wear sweaters like legit, like you're not sweating to death in a sweater, and it will like pop back up to be like really hot again probably. So that's just always the way it goes. Last year around this time it actually snowed, like December 1st last year. It snowed like enough to make like snowmen. We like let our kids out at 10 p.m. that night, and we all like, our whole cul-de-sac like played, because we live like in the inner part of the cul-de-sac, and it's a like smaller cul-de-sac. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses on it, but only 4 driveway entries. And so we were all out there playing in the snow. Oh my gosh, it was literally so memorable and so fun, because you know, some of our kids like had never seen snow before. Mine had, because we had gone to Michigan, but you know, it had snowed here that much in their lifetime that I think that they remembered. Okay, now I'm going to go into this more brown shade. We're going to deepen that up. This is like a very nice, pretty warm brown. I'm going to actually just take it on the same brush that we were using, and just, we're going to layer that. Oh, that's really pretty. This is very much like the name of it, like a sunset. That's what we're going to go for here. and just do a little sunset. I know I have like family members, like my sister-in-law watches my videos, and it's always nice to like, you know, when she'll be like, oh, I tried what you talked about or something, you know, it definitely like makes you remember. It's hard because when you're sent so many products and all that, it sometimes like I try to stay connected to how much a product cost, or, you know, I think to myself all the time, would I recommend this to my sister-in-law? Like, would I recommend it to her, you know, to go out and buy with her own money? And I try and use that as a gauge when I'm recommending things to you guys, like treat you all like my family. Like, would I recommend this to her? She doesn't ever, like, she takes my recommendations from the video and doesn't like personally text me and say, hey, was this actually good? Which I always like, because I'm like, she knows that I'm being truthful in the video, telling her what's actually good. And, you know, that's the way I like it. I always find out later. I'll be like, oh, did you hear about that? And she's like, oh yeah, I heard about it from you and I bought it. Okay, let's go into this deeper brown shade. We're going to kind of just go boop, 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 kind of layer down. This deeper brown shade, I am going to still stick with the same brush. And let's just get that still, like, keep it lower. And then right at the baseline, we're going to go in with that more maroon shade. And do, like I said, like a matte sunset eye. I'm like decorating over here even though it's before Thanksgiving, because my husband had the time and the kids really wanted to. But our neighbors are like, we saw your tree up. Like, what are you doing? Because you can see one of our trees from the front window. We're like, just don't worry about it. We're just decorating early. Just don't mind us. We're going to still wait to do the outside though. Until after Thanksgiving, because like all of us, we're all really close in this cul-de-sac. You know, we all hang out all the time, and so we're just gonna like let all the kids play in the middle while we all decorate after Thanksgiving. Okay, let's go in with this deeper maroon shade. This one does have some fallout, so we're gonna wipe that away in a little bit. But I like how these are applying. I'm pretty impressed. They're not applying patchy at all. They're blending really nicely. They're building upon each other. Which, like I said, I've used the Maybelline palettes before, so I knew that the quality was going to be on point. Okay, I kind of need to clean up under the eyes. There was just like a little bit of fallout. I would not call that bad, but you know, some fallout. I am really impressed with this palette because it does have everything with it. It has like this cream shade, so I'm going to highlight under my brow bone with the cream shade. I think one of my eyebrows is off. It's like one might be higher than the other. Who knows? You know how like, I feel like I'm going through like an eyebrow crisis right now. Like, they were okay and now they're starting to be not okay again. And I'm trying to struggle to get them back. I'm going to go in with this Pixi. This is a dual-ended. This is the Weylie collab with Pixi. I'm going to just smudge, like using the pencil part, like just kind of run that along the upper lash line. Okay, then I'm going to take a pencil brush and go in with that deep brown shade, or maroon shade, excuse me. And I'm just going to use that to like smudge this out. Pack it on top. And just really kind of like messily work that. You might have to go back and clean up the fallout again before you go in with our face makeup, but... Okay, then I'm going to go in with the Lash Sensational mascara. This is the one with Gigi Hadid, but it's the same. It's the same one. It's just special packaging. So Lash Sensational, I love that. And then I'm going to top it with the Essence mascara, which again is another one of my favorite drugstore mascaras to build, and like it's under $5, that Essence one. I think this one's probably like $6 maybe, but super affordable. Okay, and now with the Essence mascara, which I just feel like this is the False Lash Effect one, and I feel like this just gives like a ton of volume and length. Okay, I want to go in with this Rusty Terracotta. This is the Lasting Drama Matte Automatic Pencil from Maybelline. Haven't tried this, but it just looks like it will go with this look. So I want to kind of put this in the waterline, or like right. Alright, and now we're going to go in with foundation. The foundation that we're going to use is from Catrice. I absolutely am obsessed with this foundation recently. This is the HD Liquid Foundation. It lasts up to 24 hours, mattifying. It really does look like second skin on the face. I love it so much. I use Beige, Nude Beige number 32, and I'm going to mix in a little bit of the Light Beige number 10. So I just kind of mix those together. It comes like in a dropper. So I'm going to do about like 1 drop kind of each. That should be good because, like I said, this is a very full coverage foundation. So a little bit goes a long way. I put on a primer this morning. It was like a primer moisturizer prior to filming. It's from CoverGirl. So it was the hydrating primer. So I do already have that on. That's a great one if you are looking for a really good primer. I love all, the CoverGirl has a ton of different primers that they came out with when they came out with one of their new foundations, and I've just like used them so much. Do you see like how full coverage this foundation is? When I put it on though, I just love the way that it looks on the skin. Okay, so 2 squirts, like 1 of each color, covered my whole face. Alright, so L'Oreal came out with a new True Match Super Blendable Multi-Use Concealer. I have the shade Fair. Maybe C12 Fair. And it's like a twist up, and it has like a sponge tip applicator. Very much reminds me of the one from Maybelline Instant Age Remind. This gives really decent coverage, and I like the way it looks on the skin. So I'm just going to kind of put that in the center of my face and under my eyes. This one might be a little bit light, but it's just the one that I've been using recently. So, and then I'm going to just go ahead and blend this in. I've really been liking that concealer. Doesn't crease on me, and it's just been really nice under the eyes. Okay, I'm going to go in with this Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is in light, and I'm going to set my face with this. Okay, just like under the eyes and just kind of like setting over here. Okay, I always go in with a butter bronzer. I love using the butter bronzer. The one that I have here is in Deep. This palette, it's the lighter shade. That just works better for my skin, but I love these butter bronzers. I think that palette was limited edition. What's the palette called? The Butter Collection palette. I think it's limited edition, but if you could get your hands on it, that would make a great gift. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer is just such a nice, and like, it's just a nice formula, and it smells like coconuts. I'm gonna go with this Burt's Bees blush. This is in Toasted Cinnamon. I love these Burt's Bees blushes. You can find them at Target. Ulta carries the Burt's Bees blushes. some grocery stores carry them. I found this at Meijer in Michigan because I couldn't find this particular color at any of my stores. Okay, then for a highlight, I'm going to go in with these. Maybe, you know what? I'm going to take this one. This is the Subtle Sunrise Pixi Duo Glossy Glossomer Duos. Honestly, I'm going to take like the lighter, more yellowish type side and put that on. These are so like pigmented. And since we did an all matte look, I might just take a little bit of that and also just pop that in the inner corner as well, just to give us a little bit of inner corner shimmer. Okay, for the under eyes, I'm gonna go in with these two shades right here, like this peachy shade and this brown shade. And I'm gonna go under the eyes with that and smudge that in. I really end up liking this look. Like, I haven't done a full all matte look in a little bit of time, so it's nice to do one. And with that really pretty terracotta color in the waterline. Okay, now I'm going to take the maroon shade and mix it with a little bit of that deeper brown in the palette. I'm going to put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. That's optional. Some people don't like that, but I do. Okay, I'm going to use this lip liner from NYX. This is in Nude Suede Shoes. And I'm just going to quickly line the lip. This is a really good color, natural, everyday go-to. Okay, then I'm going to go in with this Maybelline. This is the Lip Compulsions. I think this is in the shade Baddest Beige. I've used this one a lot. It's my kind of my go-to. I keep this one in my purse. And then if you want to add a little bit of gloss on, this is the Unreal Gloss from the Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Unreal. Maybelline. Just put that a little bit in the center. Okay, that is the finished look. I like it. No lashes, just mascara, and this palette is really, really nice. If you're looking for a really great like fall warm tone palette, this one is really nice. Again, it's the High Rise Sunset from Maybelline, the City Mini Palette. I like every product that I use. I don't have anything bad to say about any of the products. This is my first time using this Maybelline liner. This is the Rusty Terracotta. This looks like it could, like, honestly, like, the only problem that I would see with this type of a color is, like, you could potentially look sick if you don't bring a little bit more depth. That's why I wouldn't wear this if you're not going to wear bottom lash mascara, because then you could look a little bit ill. But I love everything, so I like the way that the look turned out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing some drugstore products. Like I said, I'll try and do more of these videos. I know it's been a while since I've done one, but hopefully you guys have a really great holiday week. I'm not quite sure if I have any more videos coming this week. If I do, then they're probably just going to show up for you. I still have an empties video that I haven't even edited and posted. But because it cut off like in the middle, so I still have that. I might post that because I do have some really good empties in that. Anyways, please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.